thick and fast on a beautiful Nigeria Independence Day anniversary. On to the next bout of the evening. And this one is an international featherweight contest. Time for the boxers to make their ring walk. First up, to fight out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ring, Idris Makorani.
Welcome.
Okay, watch out for this one. This promises a whole lot. Idris Makorani. We expect some fireworks from him as well.
Yeah, we certainly do. Undefeated in 7 contests. And 7 of those wins have all come inside the distance.
But you know what? For a lot of Lagos and Nigeria boxing fans, this is the fight they want to see. Because Makorani is up against a man who's gone 17-0, 12 by knockout. They call it too many punches. Taiwo Agbaje.
Yeah, it's Makorani. He's very, very explosive. And he's up against a big puncher as well, so expect fireworks from both of these guys. Makorani from Tanzania has 6 first-round KOs and has never been past 4. Very strong, come-forward fighter. But guess what? In the opposite corner, we've got exactly the same.
And the interesting thing is that Tanzanian boxing is on the rise right now. I'm sure Denzel is also aware of it as well. East Africa are really big on boxing. You know, you talk about Kenya, you talk about Uganda, and then Tanzania as well. But then, of course, let's go back to Ralph.
And his opponent to fight out of the red corner. Make welcome, Taiwo Agbaje.
Taiwo Agbaje, listen to the crowd erupt for this local guy who enters the ring with a perfect 17-0 record. 12 of those have come inside the distance, and this kid has real star quality about him. They love him here. Niran, this crowd has come alive.
Absolutely, they've gone bonkers. And I told you as well, this is a man they look forward to anytime he's on the fight card. He always brings the explosives, bombs, grenades, everything. It's the whole work, I must tell you. And I like the fact that he's up against a very formidable opponent as well, a knockout artist. But he's also faced some of them before in the past and actually, you know, sent them packing as well. Whether Makorani will be different, we'll find out in the next few rounds.
Well, Makorani is an undefeated fighter as well, so it's a big step up for both these guys. Ajagba turned pro in 2022. That was against Emmanuel Quarti. He won that in 4. And he's gone undefeated since then. He's in the ring and the crowd absolutely love him.
What a ring walk. Ladies and gentlemen, let's introduce the 3 judges that scoring this bout at the bell. Constance Chinagorum, Sheyi Ajao, Moruf Akombi, and the 3rd man in the ring when the bell goes, Sheyi George. And now, introducing the fighters, first fighting out of the blue corner. Comes in, fighting out of Monzese, Tanzania. weighs 127.4 pounds with a career record of 7 bouts, 7 wins. All 7 wins coming by way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, with the perfect record, presenting the Tanzanian knockout artist, Idris Makorani. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of Lagos, Nigeria. He weighs 131.2 pounds with a career record, perfect career record of 17 bouts, 17 wins. 12 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockouts. Introducing the former West Africa Boxing Union featherweight champion, the former World Boxing Federation Intercontinental featherweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Taiwo Agbaje. The referee, Sheyi will now give his instructions to the fighters.
Here we go. That's what I say. And of course, looking forward to it. The fans are looking forward to it. And of course, looking at the fight card there, I'm telling you the tape, it says it all. Both boxers unbeaten. Who goes out of the ring victorious tonight?
Yep, that's exactly
a very tough one, yeah?
Absolutely. 24 fights between them, 24 victories.
In the ring with you.
And we have
I want a clean fight from both of you. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times.
Really looking
Best
forward
of
to
luck,
this
touch
one.
gloves.
I suppose the question is, do
This
we hear
bout
the
is for
final
6
bell?
rounds of boxing.
I think we're in for a really good fight. You heard the noise for
Agbaje.
You heard the noise, the crowd love him. Clearly one of the nation's favourites. And then you got a tough Tanzanian with a 100% KO record. I mean, we're in for a tasty fight, man. We're in for a tasty fight. But somebody's always got to go.
Well, it could also end in a draw as well, which is usually a very rare occurrence in boxing. But you know what? I see two boxers with different styles in boxing. Obviously, the taller Makorani, and of course a longer reach as well. Shepo is somebody who's also is very patient. He doesn't seem to have a lot of reach and height on his to his advantage, but at the same time he can fight from anywhere, mid-range, you know, long range, short range. You'll find him there. But he's someone who likes to stalk his opponent. And then, of course, the first round is usually a round for him to test his opponent, try and find out what the person you see. Almost immediately he's gone on, you know, raising his hands, but it doesn't look. It looks like this time around he doesn't. He knows his opponent is a very formidable one as well. So you don't want to give him any chance at all.
I mean, there was some spiteful shots coming from both fighters in that opening round, but I also think a fight of this magnitude deserves more than 6 rounds.
Yeah, well, I suppose, like I said just now, will we see 6 rounds? We've got two very heavy-handed guys. Agbaje pushing forward straight away. Nice, solid look around him. Makorani, very, very tall for the weight here, is punching down, and when a fighter punches down, obviously there's that vulnerability for a guy like Agbaje who's boxing out that small stance, and he's springing up with those big shots which will give you even more punch power. Fascinating clash of styles here between these two, but a better start for me by Agbaje.
Yeah, you keep calling him Agbaje.
Yeah, Agbaje,
you
sorry.
always remember
Agbaje.
Just stay with Taiwo. Anyways, but then of course, the thing about Agbaje is that I don't know whether he's taking time to study Mike Tyson's style of fighting. You know, when you you have a height and reach disadvantage, you turn it into your own advantage by making sure you make your opponents to be the ones to throw the jabs. But underneath that guard, the moment the hands go up for that jab, he's taking one step forward and he's launching. So before your jab catches him, he's going very swiftly to catch you unprotected.
Yeah, it's all about the timing here. For Agbaje, he's just got to get it exactly right, and he got it right there. Denzel, lovely jab that broke through the guard there, and I think there's a more solid look about Agbaje. He's winging those shots in, big right hand as well. Makorani, he's under a lot of pressure here.
A lot of pressure. I mean, he's also coming up too high. He's standing too tall, which is allowing Agbaje to come over the top with that looping left hand and also the looping right hand. He's looping it from both sides because Makorani is just so tall. But he's throwing them with spite, he's throwing them with bad intentions, and he's so patient in his movement. He's just stalking his man, waiting for the right moment before he lets off, and when they do land, they look really hurtful.
Yeah, so far so good. I think Makorani is doing some things right, but he's going to have a problem because the only way you can really get Agbaje is when he lets down his guard. But he's not going to do that because he knows that Makorani has long reach. So he's going to keep, and then he has a way. I'm sure Denzel will understand this as well very much. When you put up your two hands to protect your face, but in between the hands, you can actually see your opponent through. So you know when he drops his hands and tries to lunge. And that's what he's been doing. This man is a vulture in the ring. He's going to keep praying over you, keep waiting for that opening, and when it comes, he's going to be so swift that 3 combinations, before you know it, you're flat on the canvas.
Yep, Agbaje adopting that peekaboo sort of style, hands held high, just missed with the right hand there, and the uppercut. But yeah, really boxing well here, putting the shots together. Lovely, stalking forward, like I say. Like Niran said, hands held high, looking through the guard. That was nice from Makorani. But most of the pressure, most of the good combinations coming from Agbaje. And for me, he's taking that one on the scorecards.
Round 2.
Both boxers taking instruction from the corner, and let's see who's able to execute them properly, because it's all about that when it comes to boxing. If you're not able to, execute what your coaches are giving you, you're going to find it difficult, So the only way you won't find it difficult is if you are Muhammad Ali, who's able to just, throw away the. You remember some of his bouts. I think it was the Foreman fight where his coach kept telling him get off the ropes. That was the rope-a-dope one. And his coach kept telling him get off the ropes, and he looked at his coach. He was like, I know what I'm doing.
Rope-a-dope. That was October the 30th, 1974.
There we go with the historian.
Rumble in the jungle. It was in Zaire. I'll just keep rolling them off. I'm on the Muhammad Ali buzz. We've just had a good Muhammad just boxing in that last contest, pulling off a brilliant victory. And now Agbaje goes in against Makorani. First round for me looked like Agbaje had done enough stalking forward, falling short of a couple of shots, but there's a real solid look around him, isn't there?
Absolutely, and it's actually looks like he sent a message to another one that catches Makorani, who just dances it off. I think he sent a message to Makorani that don't get close. Yeah. You get too close to me, you'll suffer, and that oftentimes puts off some boxers from their strategy.
Yeah.
You don't want to get too close to that person because he's packed some punches and he can actually unleash them.
Yeah, I mean, Makorani has to box just fight from distance. He doesn't want to get even mid-range. He has to box from the distance. He's got all the advantages with his height and reach. He needs to keep his chin down a little bit. And I think also, as the rounds go on, Agbaje needs to just increase the tempo, just so the legs of Makorani can start to tire, and then he can just get closer and beat his man, just like he is now, to be honest. Oh, great 1-2 there from Agbaje, and again, big swooping left hand.
And you see the combinations coming now, and you can feel that the legs are beginning to give up
the crowd
on Makorani. And then he's quite a very good finisher as well. Oh my days! It's got him hot. It's got him hot. I told you guys.
Wow.
I told you guys. This dude is explosive, and I will not be surprised if Makorani can't get up from that. There you have it. He's dazed.
Let's take a look at this action replay here. It all started from the jab that landed, that big looping left hand, landed flush on the chin of Makorani. He went over and he was never going to recover, but it all started from the left hand, right hand, down the middle. And listen to the crowd here. The whole stadium has absolutely erupted.
They gone berserk.
Agbaje has now gone to 18-0, 13 of those inside the distance. And this kid is only going to be good for Nigerian boxing, big-time boxing back here in Lagos.
I told you it's a fan favorite, and you can see this is the first fight we're going to see our opponent get medical attention. And that just says how dominant Agbaje was in this one. When I saw him on the score on the fight card, I'm always excited because sometimes I lose my voice after doing commentaries after this dude. Because he's so crazy and the way things just start unleashing. And what I love him for is the fact that he's not afraid to get hit. He wants you to hit him, and then he wants you to give him their best, and then he will tell you, I watched one fight, he was telling the guy, stay in the ring, let's come to the center, toe to toe, let's do this.
And those are the guys that all a bit for exciting fights. He knows his disadvantages in his height and reach, but he uses it well, he uses it to his advantage. Makorani was fighting out on the outside, but he should have been too high, sort of fighting scared, you know, punching out of, that his offense was his defense, so he's punching out of pressure, thinking I have to punch to keep this man off me. And Agbaje was just taking his time, biding his time, waiting to close the gap. And when he did, he made sure it counted.
Yeah, I was just talking about how good a finisher he is. He saw that those legs were giving up, and still, he didn't rush it. He was just pacing it, waiting for those openings to come up because he knew that the guy was tired. And then he caught him with those 3 punches that, you know, Spence was just caught in his commentary, and it was a fantastic 3-shot punches, and that was the end.
Ruthless performance there by Agbaje. Remember the name, because I'm sure you're going to be hearing a lot more of this kid. Brilliant, lovely performance there. He's been professional for 3 years, racking up the wins, and he'll be very pleased with that one. Boxing back at home. Hasn't happened here in Nigeria for a long, long time. What a victory. The crowd absolutely loved it. They saw him in the ring for less than 2 minutes, but that was enough for sure, and they're still going wild.
An interesting thing about is a legend story, but let's go back, let's go to the ring, inside the ring again.
The ball scheduled for 6 rounds that came to an end at exactly 2 minutes and 14 seconds of round number 2. We have your winner by knockout, Taiwo Agbaje.
Yep, the crowd absolutely love Taiwo Agbaje. Let's listen to Charlotte now, who's getting the interview of him. Charlotte Daly in the ring.
Congratulations, impressive performance, incredible ring walk, and an emphatic victory. How much does it mean to you to get that knockout on Nigerian Independence Day?
Yeah, it means a lot to me because this is the one I've been working in the gym every time. I trained for almost like 8 months for this tournament. So I just want to say thank you to Bamora, CBO of Bamora, Mr. Ezekiel, to give me big opportunity. And I just want to say shout out to my team, TBD team. I just want to say shout out to everyone, and supported by American. And I want to say shout out to all my people in the boating. I want to say shout out to Alex in England. Everyone, shout out to you guys. I love you all, my fans in Nigeria. I love you guys. Yeah, guys, this is not the beginning. This is not the end. I'm still gonna fight a world title. Bet me, guy. I'm coming to #1 in the world. Have a good thing in my body. Yeah, this is my time.
Look, in terms of the fight, we could see you stalking your opponent. You were picking your shots rather than fighting on pure aggression. Was that the planned action going into this fight?
Yeah, that is not my plan, because this is what I work in the gym. Whenever I see the hand, I work on my combination. And my coach taught me, Paramount, Alex, Coach Kola Abimbola is my brother. So he taught me how to work hard on the ring. Because when I see my opponent throw the power hand or throw the jabbing hand, I know how to connect the punches. So that's why it takes easy for me.
What is next for you?
Any fucking people, anybody that be in the front of me, that is the person I'm looking for. I want to be in the top rank. Thank you so much, Mr.
We're hearing that Nick Ball is somebody that you might be interested in fighting next. Could we see that happen?
Let's go. I don't care anyone who want to fight me. Let's go, let's do that. Let's make it money. This is the business time. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready to fight. I was born to fight. This is the giant of Africa. Yeah.
And what did you make of that performance, Dr. Easy?
I tell you what, this guy should be fighting for a world title, and we'll get him fighting for a world title here in Nigeria. This is our best fighter. I was super proud of him. You can see the energy. Amazing.
Well, I if anyone can make it happen, you guys can make it happen.
But you know what? I think the next fight needs to be against Nick Ball. Are you ready for that, champ?
I'm ready to have the fucking people. This is all the morning. Yeah, Limpo, where are you? Are you ready in Nigeria? Where are you? I'm gonna fuck your house. I'm gonna teach your fuck up. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break now. We're going to hear from Raheem.
That's an explosive one there coming from Agbaje with some expletives as well. So apologies for that anyways.
Yeah, we certainly do apologise for that, but you heard the message. Nick Ball, I'm ready. Let's do it this year, December 19, Nigeria, Lagos. Let's just see what happens. Nick Ball obviously is the A-side. He is the WBA champ, but what a fight that would be. Love to see that.